Okay, so this is day one PP. Okay, day one PP. So today we are going to discuss about the master data. So this is our running notes, which I am going to give after completion of this session. Along with this, a recorded video and audio, combination of your recorded video and audio, I'm going to provide as well. So yesterday we have ended up with the SAP master data, transactional data, and the configuration data, correct? So if you see here, with irrespective of the function SAP functional module, I'm telling you, with irrespective of the functional module, we have three types of data. We have three types of data. The first one is the master data, and the second one is the transactional data, and third one is the configuration or customization data. Configuration or customization data. So these three types of data are common across all types of modules. But if you are going to take in a specific module, then your master data is going to change from one module to another module here. Suppose if I take the procurement department, nothing but your material management department. If you are going to ask what is the master data here means, it will be like material master with the purchasing view, and there will be an purchase info record, and there will be an vendor master data, there will be a source list. So these are the different master data which we have under the procurement. If you are going to ask what is the type of master data, different types of master data which are there in the quality management means, material master with the quality management view, inspection plan and your inspection characteristics, MICs, sampling procedure, dynamic modification rule, schema. So these are the different types of master data which we have under the quality management. So each and every module consists of different types of master data here. So coming to the PP module, what is the type of master data which we have means? Again, it's going to be decided depending on the type of manufacturing process which we have in the PP. So we have different types of manufacturing process are there. So what are the different types of manufacturings which we have across the industry means? Guys, we have discrete manufacturing process. Even in ECC or S4HANA, these are not going to change. We have the same type of NAMLIC process. Discrete manufacturing or shop floor control. Both are same. Don't get confused here. If someone is asking you, have you worked on the shop floor control means nothing but your discrete manufacturing process only. So shop floor control can be represented shortly as SFC. Few people will tell it as SFC. So what is the another types of manufacturing process? So let me name it as, we have three types of manufacturing process are there. So the first one is discrete manufacturing process or shop floor control, and the second one is the repetitive manufacturing processor. Second one is the repetitive manufacturing process. Shortly, it will be called as a REM process, REM, REM process. And third one is the PPPI. So nothing but production planning process industries. Production planning process industries, PPPI. So this is shortly called as PPPA. So these are the three different types of manufacturing process. Apart from this, we have Kanban as well. Kanban. So this is like a Japanese technology, but honestly, this is not an type of manufacturing process. So straight away, I'm eliminating it. But from the syllabus perspective or from the content perspective in your course, I'm going to cover Kanban as well. So here I'm keeping it as extra topic. It's an extra topic for you, nothing but Kanban. in the mass manufacturing process, you can use this Kanban. Okay. So Kanban process. So these are the 4 types of manufacturing process which we have. So coming to the each and every manufacturing process, we have your own set of master data set. So before going to the discuss about that master data, let me make it very clear that what type of role this master data is going to play in each and every manufacturing process. So let me take a real-time example, sir. I think most of the people, not most of the people, I think 100 out of 100 people here are using the phone pay or Google Pay in your mobile, or at least you are using the net banking facility to make your daily transactions, either to withdraw the amount from ATM or to deposit the amount or to transfer it from your account to another account. Correct. Most of the people are using your uh, this thing, banking technology. So if you take your master data will be your name, correct, and next your mobile number, and third thing will be your Aadhaar card, and the fourth thing will be your PAN card. Okay, and the fifth thing will be your email. So most of the people have email here, but like if you take any not educated people, uneducated will be there. So for them there won't be email, correct, it will be an optional. No, any bank won't ask you, it is in a mandate, but mentioned above 4 are mandatory, correct. Whether that person is educated or uneducated doesn't matter. He may consist of the PAN, he may consist of, he may holding the Aadhaar, mobile, and a name, correct. Or like for address proof, few people will take it as a voter ID as well, an alternative. But even though you are going to give the voter ID, but Aadhaar is mandatory to open your bank account. So if you see here, without giving these details, is any bank or any digital wallet is going to allow to make the transactions, sir? Is going to allow to make the transactions? No. If there is any such type of scenario, please let me know. First, I will open that account without giving the Aadhaar, voter ID, PAN. If they are ready to open any account with name and mobile, let me know. I can save so much tax. Is there any bank or any Paytm wallet or the Google Pay or your phone pay, any pay, sir, any digital wallet? So it's not possible, correct? So out of these files are like your name. Sometimes you can change the mobile, but I think from last 5 years, you may shift from one network to another network, but there is no necessity of changing your mobile number until unless if you have any some personal problem, then you can change that mobile number. Or else like you can shift from one network to another network with the same mobile number, and there is no point of, or there is no purpose of changing this number as well. And your Aadhaar number and your PAN number is not going to change at any cost, and you can change your email. So most of the master data is going to remain same here, correct? Your most of the master data is going to remain same. After opening your account, see like whatever the transactions you are doing, whatever the transactions you are going to do, is it going to get the same unique number for each and any, are you going to get the same number for each and every transaction? No. For each and every transaction, for each and every transaction, we are going to get a unique number, correct? Your reference number or your transaction number will be unique. Are you going to get the same number, boss? Suppose you have transferred some amount to your one of the friend. After some time, like within fraction of seconds or minutes, again you have transferred the some amount to your same friend, like whatever the transaction you have done few minutes back, to the same person you are going to transfer some more amount. Even though you are going to transfer to the same person with the same amount, you are not going to get the same number. Again, your number will be an unique, correct? But your master data has not changed here. Your master data is going to remain same. Is it clear, sir? Is it clear as of now? Before going to take another concept
Yes.
Yes, yes,
for
Yes.
for everyone.
Yes.
yes, yes.
Perfect. So now let me into the jump into the master data related to the SAP, sir. SAP master data. So in the SAP master data, I will tell that your material master, sir. So first you may have a doubt, what is this material master? Why I have to know about this material master? So if you take the material master, so let me make it clear what is the material master. Material master means nothing but it is one of the component or service or a material or a product. Suppose let me take small example. You are making the cycle, so this is one of the material for me. So if you are going to see the classification of the materials, this cycle will come under the PET. Okay, let me make it as a finished product. Finished product means where you can use it directly without adding any alterations to your product. Suppose if you take any one cake, is it a finished product or a raw material for me? So for example, if you take a cake, so it is a finished product, correct? Straight away I can consume it. But if you take the rice, just rice I'm telling, it is a raw material, it is a raw or a semi-finished, but straight away I can't consume it or I can't use it, correct? Again, you have to cook it in your home. Is this point clear? So what is the material means? Or if you take apple, from the fruit seller perspective, it is a finished product. But from the juice point perspective, it is not a finished product for him. It is a semi-finished. If I'm going to ask, give me one apple juice, then it has to squeeze it. Then only I will get my apple juice, correct? So from the juice manufacturing perspective, your apple is one of the semi-finished product or a raw material for him to make the juice. Suppose if I'm going to ask any hotel wala, if I'm asking, can you give me a chicken biryani? Yes, he will give you. But the same for the same hotel person, chicken is a raw material. But for the chicken center person, it is a finished product where he is going to sell that product. That is the final product which is going to sell. The final product which they are going to sell, that is the main product for them. And if it is the one of the ingredient in the making process, then it will be a raw material or a semi-finished or a finished material. But again, I am going to use it to make another finished product. If you take the best example, tire, for the Apollo, or if you take the MRF, or if you take the Seat, for these companies, the tire is what, ma? It is a finished product, correct? But if you see for Mahindra or for Tata, or if you take your MS Maruti Suzuki or your Hyundai, for these guys, it is one of the component which is required to make the final product, nothing but car. So here we have different types of materials, and each and every material will be classified as semi-finished, finished, raw, business material, hazardous materials, or FMC is like food and beverages materials. Like different materials will be there. Different materials, classification of the materials will be there. So your material will have the information from basic information, to packing, up to this information you can maintain. But here each and every information is responsible for one module here. So if you are going to ask a manufacturing person, there will be few views which are responsible for manufacturing person. So let me log in into SAP. It will be very, very, very clear for you people. So how much time I can run, I can show the notepad. It won't be good. Let me make it more interactive. So this is the code. We'll discuss it some other time. So let me take one test, and this is mechanical. So here at the bottom, at the drop down list, you can see like different materials. Like if I take it as an ROH, this is the raw material. If I take the FET, this is the finished product, FERT. Suppose if I take NLAC, then this will be a non-stock material. If suppose if you take HAVA, this is a trading good, nothing but no manufacturing activities, just buying and selling. Whatever the materials which you are buying and selling, those are the trading goods. So like this, we have different types of materials, but this is not our concept. Suppose if I take the semi-finished product and if I press enter, here if you are able to see the different views, correct? Basic data 1, basic data 2, basic data, basic data 1, basic data 2, classification, sales organization data 1, sales organization 2, sales general plan data. So if you see sales, this will be taken care by your SD department, sales and distribution module. sales tax as well, and foreign trade export as well will be taken care by them only. Purchasing, foreign trade import data, purchase order text. This will be taken care by your team, procurement team. Like whatever the data they want to maintain with respect to the purchasing, they are going to maintain that data in their respective views. MRP1, MRP2, MRP3, 4, forecasting. And if you come little bit down, this is a Java trading good. So we don't have the work scheduling view. So these 5 views, 6 views are responsible for a PP consultant. General data storage 1, storage 2 is responsible for both PP and MM. Warehouse management 1, warehouse management 2 will be taken care by your WM consultant. Quality management will be taken care by your QM consultant. Accounting 1, accounting 2 will be taken care by your FI. Costing 1, costing 2 will be taken care by your controlling team. WM execution and the packing will be taken care by your WM again, or else TM, transport management. Compliance or basic materials, it will be taken care by your plant maintenance guys. So these are the different views. Each view consists of certain information. For example, if you take the basic data one view, your basic data one view will speak how you are going to measure that particular product. Suppose if you are working for any oil and gas companies, most of the products will be your oil, correct? So either I have to measure those oils in the liters or in the barrels, correct? Either in the liters or barrels. So you are going to measure, how you are going to measure, and what is the description of that material, and what is the material group. Such type of information they are going to maintain. If suppose if you take the purchasing view, how they are going to purchase that material, which purchasing group is responsible, such type of information. So this is too early for us. Just I want to make it clear that material master is not related to one module. It is related to all modules. So each and every view is responsible to a specific module. I have make it very clear that who is responsible for which view, which module is responsible for which view. So is it clear, guys? This is the first integration or first data which is responsible for all modules to run their end-to-end business process flow under SAP in an integrated way. This is the first step. Clear, guys? Before going to the next, any doubt here?
It's clear.
Remaining, guys?
Clear.
Perfect. So back to our this notepad. So basic information to packing will be there. Now, why I'm highlighting the master data means, so let me take one example. We'll take one product. So let me take the cake only, which we are going to make it in our bakery. So I have my own bakings. So let me make it as a Subway. Let me make it as a Subway. I think most of the people has visited the Subway. Brown bread, whatever the brown bread required, I'm going to make my own brown bread. I'm not going to depend on the bakeries. In order to ensure the quality of my brown bread, I'm going to make my own brown bread. So how the Subway is going to make the brown bread in SAP, I will tell you. They will make it in a normal way only on the shop floor with respect to the baking machines only they have to do it. But how they are going to maintain that data in SAP, I will show you now. We will discuss that. So is your brown bread is going to change at any point of time? Guys, is the brown bread is going to change? It means like whatever the ingredients we are going to use in making the brown bread, are my ingredients are not going to change and my materials are not going to change. So that is your master data. So I want to make it very clear that your master data is going to change very rarely. Very rarely we are going to make it change until unless like most of the customers are not willing to take my brown bread and they are going to replace it with some other fiber rich bread or some other bread came into the market because of some health conscious. Then I have to absolute this brown bread concept. So then I'm going to remove the complete list of data, master data, which is required for this brown bread. I'm going to remove it from my database. Why? Because it's an unnecessary load on my database from the performance perspective. So I will delete or I will remove it. by following whatever the prerequisite conditions are there to remove the master data. I will follow all those things and I will remove it. So up to that time, your master data will never change, will never change. Very rarely, master data is going to change. Okay. So suppose if I want to make the brown bread, what are the list of ingredients required? Please guys, participate now. What are the list of ingredients required? Tell me. Ingredients only. I'm not asking about the missions. I'm asking about
Wheat.
the, sorry, wheat. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Then,
East.
sorry, sir.
East.
East.
Okay, yeast. Next. Guys, remaining guys.
Water.
Perfect. Water. Next.
Salt.
Okay, salt. Then, please come on. Don't sit ideal. This is your class, your future. You have to learn. You have to open your mouth. Remember that one point very clear. I'm telling you are going to enter into a consulting field. In consulting field, whether it is wrong or right doesn't matter. You have to speak. This is not. This is not some other like Java testing or some other thing. This is the consulting field, sir. You have to speak. You should be very dynamic. Don't sit like static. All are mechanical engineers only. I think you know the meaning for dynamic and static. Sugar, perfect.
Sugar.
You are not going to add any milk, sir?
Milk is there.
Okay.
Oil.
Okay. Oil.
Milk, oil.
Superb. Oil is there. Next. Next. Sir, everyone has mentioned wheat, yeast, water, salt, sugar, milk, oil. Who will give the wrapper, sir, to parcel this my bread?
Packing is.
My wrapper is required now to wrap my bread.
Yes.
Your packing cover, nothing but.
Packing cover. Yes.
Yeah. So these are the list of different ingredients which are required to make your brown bread. So I have to purchase from wheat to wrapper, correct? I have to purchase it. Then only I can make my brown bread. If I'm not going to purchase any yeast or salt, sugar, milk, or some other thing, how I can make it? Even a single ingredient I'm going to miss, how I'm going to make my brown bread? It's not possible, correct? Everything you have to purchase. If you want to purchase, first this list of ingredients has to be available in the SAP, correct? In my SAP database. That is correct now? Yeah. So first, these all are the list of materials. Okay, let me make it clear where we are going to call it as an materials or products or components, and where we are going to call it as an ingredients. So if you are working in the production planning process industries, then it will be called as an ingredients to make your final product. If you are working under the discrete manufacturing or under repetitive manufacturing process, then whatever the components, whatever the list of items required to make your final product, that will be called as components or lower level materials. Okay. So where we can use the production planning process industries means in most of your FMCG companies, fast moving consumer goods or packaged consumer goods, CPG, consumer packaging goods, your Britannia, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, or any food processing company can use the PPPI, or any beverages. Your Diageo, United Spirits Limited, or your Tata Beverages, anywhere you can use the production planning industries. Or else if you take cement manufacturing companies, steel manufacturing companies, pharmaceuticals, exactly.
Pharmaceuticals.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful answer. Pharmaceutical companies. So I want to make one point clear that in making of your final product, if certain process is involved, and if you are not going to get your list of items which you have used in making the process, after making the final product, you came to know that, assume that, sir, you have manufactured one drug, assume that you have manufactured one drug, but after completion of manufacturing, you came to know that In the making process, you did one mistake. So that drug you can't sell in the market. That drug you can't sell in the market, and completely how to make it into scrap. Completely, you have to make into the scrap. So while making into the scrap, are you going to get back any ingredients which you have used in making the final product? Any ingredients? No. Assume that in your home, your mother has cooked gulab jamun, sir. By mistake, instead of salt, she added sugar. Sorry, instead of sugar, she added salt. After making that, she came to know that by mistake, I added salt. Are you going to get back your oil, or are you going to get back your gulab jamun mixture, that duff? Are you going to get it back? Is there any way to get back that your list of ingredients? Tell me yes or no.
No, no, sir.
No, no.
You can't get it, correct? So where you are not going to get back your list of ingredients after completion of your final product. For such type of products, we are going to suggest production planning process industries. This methodology we are going to suggest. So about discrete manufacturing and repetitive manufacturing, where we are going to suggest is like coming to the discrete manufacturing. After completion of your manufacturing process, your quality team has identified a defect with your final product, and after making alterations or corrections to your final product, you are not going to make it a perfect product. In that case, if you are going to make a disassemble, then at least you are going to get your spare parts as back, correct? If you take the making of a car making process, assembly has been completed, and in the testing, in the quality testing, your quality team came to know that the main frame skeleton of your car. Are you aware of the skeleton of your car? Any automobile?
Chassis.
Yeah.
Chassis.
Exactly, chassis, sir. So they found that there is a problem in the chassis. So if it is going to out, it is not up to the mark with the aerodynamic principles. So mostly it is going to break into two parts, or like it's not an correct product to sell in the market. So right now what they can do, they deassemble all the components and they can get a new chassis for that. Nothing but your skeleton. They can get a new chassis. So here what I am doing, just my chassis I am replacing, but rework is happening here. Rework is happening, but I'm going to get all my components. In the case of production planning process industries, even though you are going to make a rework, you are not going to get any single ingredient. You are not going to get a single ingredient. So I think right now it's clear where to use your shop floor control and where to use your production planning process industries. Guys, is it clear for you?
Clear, clear.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Okay. Now coming to the repetitive manufacturing process. So this is completely with respect to the mass production, sir. Like where your product is not going to change very frequently. And suppose if you are planning for one product and that product I'm going to make for 1 or 2 years on the same basis, then you can go with the repetitive manufacturing process. So mostly you can use your discrete manufacturing and your repetitive manufacturing can be used either in the discrete or in the PPPI as well. But it's a different story. We will take it forward in our upcoming sessions. But right now I want to make it very clear that where we are going to use the discrete manufacturing process and where we are going to use our production planning process industries. So coming back to our running notes, we are discussing about the list of ingredients which are required to make our final product, that is brown bread. So this wheat, yeast, water, salt, sugar, milk, oil, and wrapper, everything you have to maintain separately, sir. You have to create. Suppose if you are going to see, suppose if I see without creation, if I'm going to check whether that particular ingredient or material is available or not. Suppose if I make it as a wheat, if someone has maintained, then it will be available. If so, someone has maintained wheat grade, they have maintained. If suppose if I take wrapper, let me see wrapper not maintained by anyone. So if you want to maintain your own material data, you have to maintain it separately, sir, each and every material here. So there is no link between your brown bread, wheat, yeast, water, salt, sugar, milk, and oil and wrapper. when you are going to create or when you are going to define all these list of items at the material master level, sir. So the first master data for you is material master, sir. First master data in the under the master data. Suppose so. So with respect to the manufacturing process, I am listing out master data. The first one is the material master. Okay. So when you are going to define your list of ingredients to make the final product, even your final product also you have to define in the material master, sir. Even your final product also. So when you are defining this at the material master level, all are independent objects, all are independent items here. There is no link between one item to another item. Suppose if you take the same subway, this wheat can be used in the brown bread, and at the same time I can use in the normal bread as well. Am I correct? The same wheat I can use in the normal bread as well.
Yes.
No? Okay.
Yes.
At the same time, I can use it in the pizza as well. Suppose if I'm making the pizza, I can use in the pizza as well. Correct. So it depends on your requirements, sir. Like one component can be used, one item can be used in different finished products. Suppose if you take an example of beverages companies, like let me take the combination like PepsiCo or Coca-Cola, I will take. So let me take the Coca-Cola. If you take any Coca-Cola product, there will be a common ingredient which is nothing but your caffeine. Am I correct? A small portion of caffeine will be there. Whether you are drinking thumbs up, or you are drinking a Coca-Cola, or you are drinking a Diet Coke, or you are taking a Minute Maid pulpy orange or a Sprite, doesn't matter. All these products will contain caffeine and sugar, which is a common ingredient, and the carbonized water as well. Am I correct in this case? I have defined the caffeine at the material level. So when I'm making the thumbs up, this is one of the common component. When I'm making the Coca-Cola, this is another common component. When I'm making the Diet Coke, so one component can be used in different finished products, sir. In the different finished products you can use. That is depends on your component requirement in your each and every finished product, sir. So here you have, whenever you are defining your finished materials or raw materials at the material level, system don't know in which finished product you are going to use your list of materials which you are defining at the material master level. Suppose if you take any alcohol making, in alcohol making, what will happen? In any alcohol, in any, like whether it is a whiskey or brandy or some other thing, your yeast is the common thing, correct? Molasses, making of molasses. Molasses is common. Uh, are you aware of the making of alcohol? Sir, first, you people have the habit of drinking, sir, if you don't mind. Everyone, except Chakravarti, sir.
No, sir, I don't.
Remaining guys,
No.
no.
Yes.
Okay, Shiv Pranit, honestly, yes. Deepak Reddy? Alright. Silence, I can take it as an yes. Sushant Patoli? No?
No. No.
Very good boy. Okay, Deepak, don't want to respond.
Yes, sir, I will take it.
You drink? Good. Okay. So there will be a molasses, sir, which is a common thing across all type of brands, sir. Not only brands, whatever it may be, whiskey, brandy, gin, rum, everything, sir. So here, when you are going to define that molasses, like even your final product don't know that I am going to use it. So when we are going to make it use means in the bomb, sir, there will be your bill of material. Okay. Shortly, everyone will call as the bomb, sir, bill of material. So bill of material will tell, or it will speak about your structured list of components or list of ingredients which are required to make your final product, sir. BOM is nothing but it will represent list of components. Like these are the list of components. So when you are going to create a BOM, you are going to create for the finished materials, sir, mostly, or for semi-finished materials also. In case if you are manufacturing that semi-finished material within your company premises, if you are manufacturing your BOM, sorry, your finished material, then there will be a BOM. If you are not manufacturing your semi-finished or raw materials, then there won't be any BOM. Only for final material, for your final product only, the BOM will be there. So like when you are creating the BOM, your screen will looks like this, sir. CS01. So here you are going to give the header material. So in our case, my header material is my brown bread. So this brown bread, in which plant you are going to manufacture, and with okay, this is the advanced information not required right now. So whatever the list of components required, that list of components we are going to mention inside, sir. So your BOM will make a link between the finished material and the raw materials which are required, between the list of items which are required to make your final product. That list of items and your BOM header, your header material, going to get a link from the BOM, sir. So how much quantity of wheat is required, how much quantity of yeast, water, salt, sugar, milk, oil, wrapper. With respect to the brown bread, under the base quantity, sir. Suppose, let me take an example of a BOM which I have created previously. So let me take, this is the one material, finished material which I am going to make. So this is my sports cycle, sir. So here I am telling, in order to make a sports cycle, tires and the non-stock material one thing, and the tires I have represented here for our understanding purpose. So one tires and the two tires I have represented here. So with respect to what this required means, for your header material, means for your finished material, there will be a base quantity. So if I see the base quantity here, one is there. So in order to make one sports cycle, I required one tire from the cycle tire and two MRF tires. So this is the tricycle which I am making, and there is one non-stock material as well. So for time being, I have maintained it. So if suppose if you are going to make your brown bread, so first you have to define what is the quantity of your base. So whether you are going to make your brown bread in kgs or in tons or piecewise. Mostly we won't make it piecewise. It won't make sense for us. There will be cube wise. So how we are going to make it? Okay. So that we are going to represent here. Suppose if it is in a car, if you are going to maintain it as a one, then under the item, so your tags will become four tires. I required one engine, one gearbox, four lights, two for rear, two for front, and the disc brakes I required. So four seats are required. Like this, you have to represent stickers, even a small screw also you are going to represent here. Here, for your in your training, there will be hardly 2 to 3 components. But if you take any real-time BOM, there will be some 100 or 200 components in the BOM, which are required to make for my final product. Even for packing, whatever the material we are going to use, that item also will be there in the BOM. So that's why I'm telling your BOM is a structured list of components, sir. Structured list of component material master. It is responsible for all modules. So it is called as centralized data, centralized master data. And if you take the second one, BOM, it will represent structure list of components or ingredients. Ingredients which are required to make the final product. Clear, sir, your BOM concept? Any doubt for anyone?
Clear.
Yeah, it's clear. Clear.
Okay.
Clear.
Now, your BOM is telling that I require these components and this much quantity is required to make the product. Suppose if you take the same, our brown bread, your ingredients are ready, sir. Your ingredients are ready, and the quantity is also defined, how much quantity you want to manufacture. So in order to start the manufacture, you require one place, correct? In order to start your manufacturing, you required one place. So that place is called as the work center, sir. That place is called as the work center. Suppose in your home, what is the work center means? Nothing but kitchen, sir. There will be different work centers as well. Like in hall, You may sit and you may do some work. That is one type of work center. If you take study room, where you are going to study your books, or you are going to write your passages, or whatever the activities related to your learning process, that will be carried out in one room, sir. There will be a gym room as well, where you are going to do the workout. So that is another work center. So from the manufacturing perspective, if you take the work center, where my missions are installed and my resources are working to convert my raw materials into a final products or into a semi-finished products as well. So where my manufacturing activities are going to be taken place, that place is called as a work center. So depending on the type of work which you are executing in the plant, that work center name will change, sir. That work center functionality will change. If you ask a warehouse management guy, what you are doing in your work center means, he will tell that I am unpacking and packing the goods. So what we'll do, either we are going to pack the goods to send it to the customer, or we are going to unpack the goods which we have received from our vendor, which are required to make for our services within the organization. Suppose if you are asking a quality management guy what you are doing in your work center, he will tell that I am carrying out the testing related to the species which I have received from the vendor, or which I have received from the manufacturing team, or which I have received from the sales team, or which I have received from the returns. So like that, the quality person will respond in the work center. If you're asking a plant maintenance guy, he will do like some calibrations or like repairs with respect to the missions which he has received from the shop floor. Correct. So a work center will have a definition in one line, an activity which is going to be carried out related to that particular work center. Is it clear, guys? So from the manufacturing purpose, so here we have different missions which are available. Under these missions, our workers are doing converting of your raw materials into finished products by adding so many values to that materials with the help of the jobs, nothing but the tools from the missions. Clear? Work center means?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So right now work center you have clear, and I have the equipments and everything is there for me. But if you don't know, like, sorry, not if you don't know, work center is there and your BOM is there. Like BOM is telling that what has to be manufactured and what are the list of ingredients required to manufacture. And work center is telling that what missions it can give and how you can process it. But between these two, we are missing one point. That is nothing but which operation or which activity I have to start first. Which activity I have to start first. Nothing but sequence of operations. Suppose if I'm asking you, please start making of the brown bread beans, how you are going to start. Nothing but the first step is nothing but your first operation. So first you have to take a bowl or a, yes. No. First you have to take the bowl. Straight away if you take the wheat, where you are going to pour it.
Okay.
Think in an elaborated way, guys. Think in an elaborated way. First you have to take a bowl, then pour your wheat into that, add your sugar, milk, oil, water, whatever you want to add, and make it as a dough. Correct? You have to make it as a dough. So this is all these are nothing but what ma? Your stirring process or mixing process. Correct? Either stirring or mixing. This is what you are going to do. Yeah. So this is what you are going to do. So a sequence of operations has to be performed to get your final product. Am I correct? A sequence of operations. A step-by-step operation has to be performed in order to get your final product. Without having the sequence of operations, are you going to get your final product in a best way? No. Without sequence of operations, it's not possible. So how to get the sequence of operations? So the sequence of operations in which work center and on which ingredient or which component has to be performed on which operation, that is going to define in your routing or routing. Few people will call it as routing. Few people will be call it as routing. So it depends on the pronunciation. So you can call it as routing. Clear, guys? Up to this part. Up to this part only.
Yeah.
So when you have created the material master, there is no link between one material to another material. But when you have created the bill of material, a structure has been in front of you to make your final product. like in order to make that product, you require the work center, and to perform your sequence of operations, you require a work center and a component. So these two going to be performed with one operation that is going to be decided in the routing. So this is the master data. This master data is not going to change until unless if there is no change in your final product, means there is no change in your final product ingredients or in the flavor or with respect to the finished product, whatever it may be, it's not going to change. Now you have the master data to make the brown bread. Now the task is how much brown bread I have to make, how much, what is the requirement, what is the requirement. So if you don't have the requirement, depending on the outlets, how many you have, the for that outlets you are going to make the brown bread. Suppose in Hyderabad we have some 20 subways. If for each and every subway I have to send some 20 pieces of brown bread. So for each subway I'm going to make the bread. What will happen? You have to create the production order, nothing but your transactional data. You have to create the production order for each and every subway, like subway underscore Chaitanyapuri, subway underscore Banjara Hills, subway underscore Kukatpalli, subway underscore Inarbit Mall, subway underscore Central, subway underscore, like whatever the wherever the outlets we have, for that outlets I'm making an order and I'm sending it out. So each and every order is unique to identify that. Suppose if my manager or my Hyderabad head is asking, can you give me last 30 days brown bread quantity which you have dispatched to the Inarbit Mall? Then you can find out that list of orders which you have created for the Inarbit Mall. Underscore Arbit, if you make it, then list of orders will come to that in the report and you can give it. So the transactional data will change from day to day, from one transaction to another transaction. So every transaction, like whenever you are going to create a production order for the burger, sorry, for the brown bread, it has to read your master data. Why? Because in order to make the brown bread, I require the bill of material, I require the routing, correct? Then only my shop floor guy will come to know that what are the list of operations are there and the list of components which I have to take from the shop floor. Suppose if you are asking your mother to make a chicken biryani, in home, readily basmati rice is available, but chicken is not there, chicken masala is not there, coriander leaves are not there. So without giving these three, is it possible for your mother to make the chicken biryani? No. She can make a palau, vegetable palau she can make. Why? Because basmati rice is readily available. But to make the chicken biryani, these three ingredients are not there. Either you have to give it or your mother has to get it from the market. Correct?
Yes.
Huh. So, and you are telling that the chicken biryani has to be prepared for 5 members. For 5 members means again the quantity has to be changed here. So list of components, list of ingredients which are required, you have to supply. It will be taken care by your team. And the list of resources and the tools will be taken care by the plant maintenance in the work center. And all these things have maintained in the master data. When you are going to create a production order, these will get copied to your production order. How many production orders you are going to create doesn't matter for the brown bread. Every time the master data under the brown bread, whatever it is there, it will copy only such data. If suppose if you are making the normal bread, then whatever the components you have mentioned in your BOM and whatever the operations you have mentioned in the routing, only that will get copied. Only that will get copied to your normal bread. So here I want to make it very clear that whatever the components you have made, whatever the components you have mentioned in your BOM with respect to your final product, and the list of operations and the work centers which you have mentioned in your routing, only those two will get copied to your production order. That's it. From that onwards, different activities will be there. It's a different story. So just I want to make it clear that the master data part, material master, bill of material, work center, and the routing. So this is not an elaborated information from the practical perspective. This is a detailed explanation about the functionality of each and every master data under the manufacturing. Still, we have one more object, that is the production version. So production version is the combination of your BOM and routing, but this is too early to discuss about this. When I'm showing it practically, I will show it practically and then I will come back to the theoretical concept so that you will come to know very clearly. So first, in order to make it very clear with respect to the master data under the production planning module, these are the common list of master data, material master, bill of material, work center, routing, and production version is also the master data only. So if someone is asking what is the master data in the PP means, these five, these five. So fundamentally, in understanding of BOM, work center, routing, any doubts, guys? In understanding the basic functionality
No, sir. It's clear.
for everyone.
Understood.
Yeah, it's clear.
Perfect, guys. So today I have planned only this much for you. I don't want to keep an extra load. So I'm requesting all of you. I'm requesting, please go through this recorded video, which I'm going to share your respective mail IDs, and then note important points wherever you feel that these are the important points. If you have any doubts, tomorrow we will discuss those doubts in the first 10 minutes, and then we'll go ahead how to create the, like we will take only one object, material master, how we are going to create it, and what are the different ways. That we'll discuss tomorrow, and after tomorrow completely we are going to work on the material master only. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So go through this video and let me know if you have like no need of waiting up to tomorrow 7:30. If you have completed it early as well, you can ping me in the WhatsApp. I will reply back in the WhatsApp, sir. I have that patience. Okay.
So you'll be sending this to where, sir? WhatsApp.
No. This I will post your respective mail ID, sir. Please download the running notes at the same time your recorded video as well. Why? Because there will be more load on my drive. So I'm requesting you to download it. My drive will be refreshed for every week, sir. Like on Sunday, it will get refreshed. So if you are not going to download, it will be deleted in your inboxes as well. So if you are going to download it into your respective folders, then it will be available in your PCs, sir. Okay. I'll mail it, sir. I'll mail your.
Have my mail ID. Or,
Please ping me in please ping me in WhatsApp, sir. Each and every, sir.
Okay.
Chakrathar, sir. If it is there, I'll mail it to you. If it is not there,
Or
just
I'll-
ping me.
I'll send it. No problem. I'll send my mail ID.
Please send your respective mail IDs. I'll forward it to everyone. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
If you don't have doubts, then we can close the session, sir.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night to everyone. Bye.